Hi, welcome to Paranormal Kativity. Today I want to talk about Bigfoot. I've always been a big fan of Bigfoot. I always knew that Bigfoot sightings were popular in my area, but I didn't really know a whole lot more about them. It wasn't really until adulthood that I realized that most Bigfoot sightings are related to the Pacific Northwest. I live in Indiana. I thought it was just an all North American thing, but it's not. And it carries over even outside of America. In Canada, they refer to Bigfoot as Sasquatch. In the Himalayas, you have the Yeti. Here in the US, we have Bigfoot, which originally was deemed the wild man. And that's actually what the word Sasquatch translates to, is wild man also. There have been sightings of the wild man everywhere across the US. Even before colonists were here, when it was just in Native American lore. There have been sightings of Bigfoot or Bigfoot type creatures on every continent except Antarctica. And the stories all depend on the culture around it. Some people think that it's just a harmless being that roams the woods and hunts for food on its own. Some people think it's some kind of evil monster that's going to hunt down humans and devour them. Bigfoot, in case you're not familiar, is 6 to 8 feet tall, covered in reddish brown hair, kind of looks like a caveman and a gorilla had a baby, and has just like a big pronounced brow and kind of stoops when he walks. Now the biggest trademark of Bigfoot are his big feet. So there have been lots of real unidentified footprints and many faked ones that usually are about 2 feet long and 8 inches wide. Now I know for sure in Indiana we've had a ton of sightings, and I actually found like a little newspaper article talking about wild man sightings in the 1930s, which was super cool. And this entire website also that shows every sighting since the 1970s and what county it's in, which unfortunately the county I live in, there haven't been any confirmed sightings since that time that have been reported. In 1967, footage came out of Bigfoot. It's referred to as the Patterson-Gimlin video, which I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and it shows the distinct walk that people know of when they think of Bigfoot, the kind of stooped over, arms swinging walk. And of course, it could be a hoax. There's been lots of controversy on if it's a hoax or not, because the footage did not have the being looking as tall as what people usually identify Bigfoot as being. It was one of the first more solid cases of video evidence regarding Bigfoot. So while most of the hoaxes tend to be people assuming people are wearing suits or even ghillie suits for hunting, a lot of people think that maybe we just misidentified creatures and animals, thinking that there's something foreign that we have no idea what this is and it has to be the Bigfoot, Sasquatch, wild man, Yeti thing, when really it's just an animal that we didn't realize would be in our area. But again, nobody really knows. That's where the mystery comes in, and that's why I'm so fascinated by Bigfoot, because there's no solid enough evidence to prove or disprove it either way. And since it's been so stuck in lore and mythology and legend in so many places and cultures, I don't see really how it could be fake. Just last month, the reason that this sparked an idea of a video for me is my coworker asked me if I was familiar with Bigfoot, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, you know they did a story about Bigfoot on the news this week, right? And I was like, what? It's 2015, why are we doing stories about Bigfoot on the news? But I'm gonna link below the website. It writes out everything that's in the video, but there is a video in the website as well. And it goes through somebody's, I think 70s description of an encounter with Bigfoot, and then a more modern one, which another trademark thing with Bigfoot is its inhuman, unidentifiable screaming and growling. Even experienced hunters and people very familiar with wildlife in their areas can't identify what they hear. And so that just lends to the legend. So among the hundreds and thousands of sightings of these creatures and beings from all over the world, I was really hoping some of you out there who watch my videos might have your own experience with them. So if you have, please tell me about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a marvelous rest of your day. I love you guys. Bye!